I'll play it right now. The sound is good.
Whoa. I.S.U.P.K, make it straight out of one west, looking next to the best of the people, living trying to be king with the stress, going through the text, no accent, but the request is slaves, niggas is dying off the way, living in America's way. Niggas must walk through the crosswalk with a white trunk, with the bodies of most that you pay. Americans killing us, saying they fear us with the drugs in the hood. Now niggas delirious with the gun in my teeth, all because of my race, full black first. Never did we watch, so now we breaking the bottom. They shutting the bottom, still we full of the world. We taking them up, staying one time. Lights up, it's showtime. Got the green light on that ass, yeah, showtime. Shut up, we get your ass up. We ain't got time to be playing this all up. America, nothing for the people, you know, for the slave. You can look so, we ain't hear that. What you gave for it, you know, trying to America, better see straight. This is your break. Whoa, Team America. Whoa, Team America. Whoa, Team America. Whoa, Team America. One more time, man. Give me my folks go for each of you. Bye, give me my one shit. Pass down to the minute. I want to stop. Get it. Flash fire. And simple. Feel it at your last line. Bad night. Don't shit. It's the exact thing you cherish. Bombs in the sky. Rich devil on my pocket. We got our time. Bombs in the sky. Rich devil on my pocket. This is high. See it for the ball. Ball out. This for the ball out. All broke. Nightmares in the house. The rivers and beers. Making sure we're down around. I don't learn these motherfuckers. Burns out there in the streets. Told the rich. All of you ain't great. Won't you you wait for time when we feel the keys. I pray for my father. Pray into the keys. Remember the times we hung on the tree. All the nations run down to the knees. Remember the shit. It was just fuck their heart. Remember the heat. Whoa. Team America. Whoa. Team America. Whoa. Team America. Whoa. Team America. They always gonna be straight into you love to see straight speech. You think it's hard to talk 4 years later? That's just the beginning. What's going on is about to do. It's what you've been evil to the Lord's people. You ain't wicked to the most side shit. You ain't ready to stick into the clean television. You take some break. You never come over the streets. Put back on the street. Because the day is coming. The day is coming because the Lord is the preachers. You understand?
All right, now let's clap it up. How about you? Y'all shout out to the brothers. Y'all shout out to the sisters. This is I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. Wednesday night class. My name is Officer Priest Kanaga Bar. Tonight I will be teaching on the women's scriptures. Yeah, let's get to it.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
The head of what is the man?
The head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
First, the Most High, Christ Himself, men and women. Most women in the world are women, I would say. Not most women, but our women have a problem with this because they have what we call daddy issues. Because their father has been put out the house by the mother at a young age. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they hear women do is talk about the father like a dog.
Right.
Like he was just the most disgusting person on the planet, but you got 3 kids by him. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 kids by this man. He is just the worst thing that God ever made. You see what I'm saying? Because you won't be controlled.
Right.
And that's what women want to do with kids. They want to control you. They ain't about raising kids. You see what I'm saying? And then you get put in situations where the woman, her name is on the lease or whatnot. So because her name is on this lease, that makes you less of a man.
Right.
And if there's any man that's going through that, I feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what my name is on. If I'm in this house, this is my house.
Yeah, right.
Period. There's only one man, there's only one hierarchy, and that's me. As far as the house of Kanaka Bar. I don't care whose name is on what. That ain't got nothing to do with it. You see what I'm saying? So, like, the only person who's over God, over Christ is the Most High. But as far as the woman, your man is the ruler over you.
Right.
There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You see what I'm saying? For your woman not to rule over you.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much money is being made, regardless of whose name is on what. There ain't no man about to sit around and listen to the woman just be popping off all crazy like that. It ain't gonna happen. I'd rather sleep under a bridge. Me personally, like I'd rather sleep with the bugs. You know, just be here talking to me crazy and driving me up the wall. You see what I'm saying? That's not just the way of it. Let's go ahead and read it again.
About what you just said.
Hey, let's get it. You know what time it is, man?
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 9. It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wild house.
Come on, man. Read it again one more time. Give me one more time.
It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wild house.
You see what I'm saying? No. You living with this woman in this wild house. It don't mean nothing when she's acting like a monster.
Damn right.
Nobody wants to be around her. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how good you look. If I can't tell my woman, hey, go cook that and get a con on con, we got a problem.
Right.
We got home, I'm already catching hell as a black man in America every time. At work, whether I go to the store, whether I go to the car, I go to my kid's school, no matter what I'm doing, I'm already catching hell for being a black man. Now I gotta come to my place of peace and deal with a monster? Man, I can't think of nothing worse. That is insane. That is insane. And I pray that no brothers go there. And if you is, you go ahead and contact the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K community, YAHANNA, and we'll teach you how to get your house in order, because that's insane. So let's hit the next scripture. We're going to go to 1 Timothy 2, 11 through 12.
First Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
All right, but as you read that, what do you think that means to you? How would you break that down?
So like I would say that a lot of times the women want to tell you, get a chance to really sit down and learn. So they're saying just shut up for a second and learn what I'm teaching you. You know what I'm saying? And just go from there.
Go to kids. Right. You know what I'm saying? These women pastors and women bishops and women this and deacon that. Listen here, bro. Sit down and shut up.
Right.
Don't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't the usurp authority over no man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be giving no men no type of direction, any of that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is not your job. This is war. You know what I'm saying? This life as a Hebrew Israelite is about war. Right. Don't no woman need to be going to war. I don't care who she is, how big she is, what she can do. I need you at home cooking and raising these children. Teach them. But as far as my work that I have to do for the Most High, I don't need your help in that. You see what I'm saying? I definitely don't need you trying to do my job. Right. And that's what's going on in these Christian churches. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Christian church is run by black women. That's who's running the Christian churches. And the men is just the bystanders. Right. You see what I'm saying? But anybody who knows anything about a Christian church is run by women. Even the Christian church I grew up in. It would be after the church, and I would hear people talk like, man, why Mother Thomas did this, and why she? Because she runs it. You see what I'm saying? Just like she runs her household. Don't think that it stops at this church. Right. But she go home and do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? But it's like a generational curse, if you will. Like that's passed down. You see how your mom talked to your dad or talked about him. and then you grow up, you see what I'm saying? Couldn't no man tell your mom nothing, so can't nobody tell you, know what I'm saying? Nah, can't no man tell you nothing. It's absolutely disgusting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Women always want to scream protection. The first line of protection is you listening to me. If I tell you not to do this and to do that, it's for protection.
Yeah.
Now you want to just go against what I'm saying. You want to put this little skirt on and go jogging through the park at 11 o'clock at night and then talk about something happened to me. Where I was like, what? Hold on. Why do you have that on? You know what I'm saying? Who told you to go jogging? Like, listen to the directions that I'm giving you. It's for protection. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's for. I'm not just me. I can only speak for me. I'm not a person who just wants to. I'm looking for something to tell my wife to do this just because I'll get on the floor and crawl. You see what I'm saying? It is men out here like that. But if you keep your pants on long enough and just deal with that man, you'll find out he's like that before you get tied down to him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But if you just worried about the ride, well, hey, you're gonna get that and everything that come with it. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta take your time, learn what you're dealing with, and then you won't have these problems, you know, because women will try to say, what if my man just telling me to do this? Telling me to do it. You ever seen the Morty shows when the husband be going crazy? You know what I'm saying? Having to do all type of this crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, he didn't wake up like that. He was like that from jump.
Right.
You just didn't took the time to learn that. You see what I'm saying? You was looking at everything else he had, maybe that nice car or that nice paycheck he was bringing home, and his ride game, and that was good for you. And then you jumped in a second, and then you chose you the monster. Yeah. And now you stuck with him. Go ahead, you got your hand on, brother.
Yeah, so like I was saying, that's why in I.S.U.P.K got that 6 months a year courtship, you know what I'm saying? Take the time to learn the person you're going to be tied down for the rest of life.
And that's very important with this brother just brought up. That's very, very serious. That's why it's there. It's not there as a punishment,
Right?
Or you know what I'm saying, somebody trying to stop you from getting a sister. No, because when you get that sister, you stuck with her. When you're in the I.S.U.P.K. Right. That's it.
Right.
Ain't throwing her away.
Right.
We don't play them games. You know what I'm saying? You throw that sister away, you might play yourself away.
Right.
We don't play them games like that. Ain't no way you gonna lay down with a sister. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do these things with them and then decide that you don't want to take the responsibility of dealing with the sister.
Right.
That's not what's going on in the U.K. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's what goes on in the world. Right. Most men don't even want to touch a woman unless she got a man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And really, that is super homosexual. Yeah. If we sit down and talk about it. Right. But his thinking is he just wants this woman's body, but he don't want to do disgusting things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're a coward. Go ahead.
And so like, a lot of times that's a demon trying to get you killed.
Oh, absolutely.
They're trying to get your head blown clean off.
It's crazy that you said that. I was just talking to my son about this the other day. My son was like, "Oh, Dad, that's simping." I said, "Listen here, man. This ain't the movies." They say you calling somebody a simp ain't gonna save you when that man come in the house and fight with his wife. Right. You what you gonna say? "Oh, bro, you bad. You a simp." Nah, he's gonna blow your head off. He's going to kill you. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy that you said that. I literally just last night had this conversation with my son. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not what you just think about a piece of. But this man, this is his work. This is his woman. Mm-hmm. He dedicated everything to her. He got so much invested in this, and you just trying to get something. But you're gonna be jammed up. Right. It's going to be bad, bad, because he's not gonna be playing with you, and he has every right to do everything that he's gonna do to you. Right. If he catch you in his house with his possession, which is what that woman is, his possession. Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't feel like that way about a woman, you shouldn't be messing with her. Every man should be a simp. If that's the case. Right. If that woman don't make you a simp, you shouldn't be messing with her. If you can lay down with this woman and not care who she lays down with the next day, you should get away from that woman. That's absolutely disgusting and ridiculous. Right. And you shouldn't even put yourself in that situation. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and read it for me one more time, Baba Kashak. You start at the top.
So like that was 2:11. Book of Timothy, chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Split up for me real quick. So that, but I suffer not a woman to teach. This is the Most High talking. Do you know what that means? I suffer not a woman to teach.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What do you think that means?
So I suffer not. It's basically saying like I'm not about to endure this.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You see what I'm saying? I can't suffer homosexuals talk. Right. That me personally, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like a big, you 6'3" and you. I can't suffer that. I'm gonna get my distance away from you, just so I can hold my peace. Right. Because I can't suffer that. The Most High can't suffer a woman sitting in front of a congregation and running her damn mouth about his work. You see what I'm saying? He can't stand it. He cannot stand it. But when you go to these Christian churches, that's what you're going to run into. And even when it is a man, 9 times out of 10, he's ran by the woman. These are some of the softest feminine men you ever meet in your life. It's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? They think that 3-piece suit to their masculinity. That it's not. You see what I'm saying? It's not. It's disgusting that they think that and that they live that way. But you know, that's what they do. So go ahead and continue that verse 12.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
So what does that mean to usurp authority over a man?
It's like
No,
override his authority.
Right.
Like take over.
You see what I'm saying? It's not what he says, it's what she says. Or it's a debate.
Yeah. Right.
Or a discussion. Nah.
Yeah.
Ain't no debate discussion.
Right.
You can put your input. I can hear you out. Yeah. What you saying? Okay, let me think. Okay. But and that's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? I'm coming with the last word. The water for that. I'm coming with the last word. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean that you can't sit down and listen to your rib. She might have a good idea. That's fine. You got a good idea, but it's not time for that. Even though that was a good idea, it's not time for that. We're gonna do this. And that's just the way it gotta be. You see what I'm saying? Even if I do decide to do what you said, it's gonna be my decision. You see what I'm saying? Your opinion will be counted. I'll listen to it. But at the end of the day, the man has to make the decisions.
That's right.
That's the way it has to be. And if it's not like that, it's a problem. And the Most High is not with that situation at all. And that is very evil for any woman to try to do that in any circumstances, whether it be the church, you at your home, with the kids, no matter what. If there's a man in your life, if he speaks, that's just what it is. Period. And if you don't like the way that man dealt, you should have figured that out before you lay down. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's too late. Go ahead.
This is so deep because in verse 15, it says, "For Adam was first formed, then Eve," right?
Come on, man.
And it's wild because like the one side took Adam, taught him the game,
right?
And then he taught his wife game, right? But as soon as she started teaching him game, here we are.
We went to straight to head, right? Everything with the head. She wanted to open her mouth and absorb some third, right? And talk about her ideas and
with the eat.
You know what I'm saying? With the eat and all this. And come on, man. Everything went down. Because that's not the way it's supposed to be. Adam failed us with that. You listening to that woman. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You're gonna be jammed up if you listen to your woman, if you let your woman run everything. You know what I'm saying? And have you ever sit down and really had a conversation with your woman? I be trying to be nice, like I hate to call you stupid, but like I think you should just focus on something. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking too much, you hurt my head. This shit you talking about. Go ahead, otherwise.
I was going to say, as a priest of Ecclesiasticus 25 and 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
Come on, man. Come on.
That's a human precept book over here.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, read it one more time.
Oh, you downstairs? If you want to talk to China. I think China's in the bathroom, like I'm knocking on the door. Yeah, she did want to go there, right?
Here she going.
Yeah. All right, no sweat.
Yeah, he did it for one more time. That was beautiful.
Ecclesiastes 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and break it to what's
yeah, no sweat.
Give it to us. Go ahead and give it
so, you know, pretty much like the first instant of sin. Well, I don't know the word instance. I'll say the first action. You know, was through evil force, and because of what she did, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, which was not a real snake, animals and
they don't talk.
Yeah, reptiles don't talk. See what I'm saying? I'm looking for the word saying they don't talk. They don't have conversation. See what I'm saying? That's basically, don't worry about it. It's through my phone. So,
okay, no
doubt. So, through her we all died. See what I'm saying? Now, a lot of sisters get offended by this scripture because they think that this means, who got beguiled, which means to be deceived.
And that's what happens to women when they do it. It's not even, it's in a woman's nature to want to lead, want to be led and to take direction. That's usually in a woman's nature.
Yeah.
Is when she's battling with her demons and listening to her friends and her mother. That's who the biggest culprit is the mother. Good night.
Yeah.
But I didn't heard something. My mom told me this, like, she told you, your mom told you that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you would hear some of the advice that a woman's mother would give them. It's like your mom wants you to be a whore. And I'm sorry, but that's what she wants.
Right.
She wants you to be a flat whore. She hates my guts. She would never tell you that. So she just trying to get rid of this brother, go travel the world, live your life, live your best life, this and the third.
Right.
It's disgusting.
Hot girl summer.
Yeah, hot girls. Go ahead, pick out your head.
So like, a lot of these mothers, a lot of these women's mothers don't want them to have a better life than they.
Absolutely.
So when they see them on the path of having a better life, they'll send them off, they send them off, and it's crazy.
The jealousy between a mother and daughter is insane.
Sick, man.
You know what I'm saying? And most daughters don't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, why my mom do me like that, or why she feel like, because she's jealous. And then you did something she could never do. She found the real man. She is disgusting. She ain't even had the same. You know what I'm saying? Now you got you a real man who's gonna lead you. Make sure you don't go astray. She can't stand it. All type of corrupt things, but she is gonna come in the form of advice. You see what I'm saying? I'm just looking out for you. I just love you. This like, no, she wants you to be in the same hole that she's in. Right. You see what I'm saying? A disgusting lonely hole. What's going on? You buzzing yourself every night. Yeah. Run out of the back. Yeah, crazy. Like that's what she wants. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let's get to Ecclesiastes. Yeah, Ecclesiastes.
What was it again?
7:20.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than that, the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
You know, this scripture really hit home for me. Yeah, this scripture really hit home for me as far as my past relationship. I was called what I would call what you would call a white person married. Like I really went downtown, got the papers, did the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? To a woman who was just a monster. You know what I'm saying? Just a beast, man. I used to lay up at night and talk to God. I'm like, man, you know, if you wanted me to get married and this is the right thing to do, like, why didn't you have me marry this one? You know what I'm saying? Like, why this one? Man? I had about, before I chose up, I had about 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? I done chose up and chose this one. Like, why did you allow me to do that? It's because I was a wicked woman that I had. You see what I'm saying?
What's the precept on that? It's like a wicked woman is the portion of a wicked man.
A wicked man.
Yeah.
A wicked woman is a portion.
That's a wicked man.
Yeah, there you go. Precept book.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But once I got in this truth and I started hearing these scriptures, I said, dang, man, that's why I was married to that woman. That's why I chose her. You see what I'm saying? Because I could have chosen other women and been cool. You know what I'm saying? Not been going through the hill that she was giving me. I'd have been cool. You know what I'm saying? But I never would have changed it because I would have been good. I wouldn't be here because obviously this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on in my life for me to do like about my past life? Like, man, that she was what I deserved. I didn't deserve no peace in my home. You see what I'm saying? I deserve peace now. But at the time I didn't. And that's why I had hell. Married to a monster. You see what I'm saying? A straight monster. So yeah, we're gonna move on. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 14:34. Carl down, if you can grab that from the Bible yourself. You need a Bible? This one.
Said 1 Corinthians
Come, 14:34. hope y'all paying attention. Because they don't want to call you.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34.
Also, too, when all brothers subscribe to scripture, make sure that you say, does all I.Q. got it? No one's left behind. That's something that came out from Jeremiah. Slap my bad.
No, you for all of them.
All I can got it.
Come, we got it. We brought it.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law.
Go ahead and read 35.
And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home.
Where?
Let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church.
There is no Christian pastor on the planet that will read that. He does not exist. There ain't a Christian pastor on the planet that will stand in front of his congregation and read this scripture here. Because he'll wash all his money and walk out the door.
Right.
Because all a woman want to do is run her mouth and be seen. She want to put the tightest skirt on, the shortest blouse, and waddle her big behind to the front of the church and run her goddamn mouth. So like, you see what I'm saying? And the pastor's gonna like some prayer. Yeah, hey, you pray for her. I would feel bad for her brother whose sister rule over him like that. You see what I'm saying? With male friends and this, that, and the third. There ain't no what? A male friend. Like your blood family member? Or like, what are we talking about? Ain't no male friend. This ain't high school. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not gonna play those games. And don't let your pastor, well, I hope you ain't got no pastor. But if you do, please don't let your rib go over there, because she's not coming back to say. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna treat that man. That's the crazy thing I learned in the church. They treat the pastor like, if women treated their husband like pastors, the divorce level will be at an all-time low versus the all-time high. You see what I'm saying? They taught to respect everybody but that black man at home. They would go to their job and talk to that devil like he's the greatest thing on the planet. He can tell her anything. And because she's making such and such an hour, she gonna do it without a hiccup.
Right.
Not, she ain't gonna raise her face. If a black man seen his wife at a job, he'd probably be in shock, like, damn, I didn't know you could take that direction like that. He'd probably be in full shock. Like, man, he told you to do that, you ain't say nothing, you didn't roll your eyes or nothing. You just did it. He'd probably be in shock. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same way for that Christian pastor. She's ready to do anything and everything he said. Calling him daddy, all type of weirdo stuff is going on in the Christian churches. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous and disgusting. When really, all that respect, you should be giving that to your husband. Right. But he gets the least of it. You see what I'm saying? And then you in the church, you just running your mouth. Right? So in the church doesn't necessarily mean a building. We all know that. You see what I'm saying? That's just a congregation. You see what I'm saying? And amongst that, should no woman be running her mouth. You can use this for camp. Should no woman be at camp with a microphone in her hand talking about anything? That's insane. First off, she's in danger. Right. It goes down at camp. You know what I'm saying? If you go up at camp, everybody know that. If you go up at camp, we talking, you know how we get out. You know what I'm saying? we saying stuff everybody don't want to hear. Then that's just not her job. You know what I'm saying? The Lord can't suffer that he can't stand. And for a man to allow him to do that, you're showing how weak you are. Right. You see what I'm saying? You're showing absolutely how weak you are. You have to take control of these women. If you don't, they're gonna run you to the ground. They like children. You know what I'm saying? Like a child, that's super weak and gay. Right. If that's what you wanna do, super rise up at the hospital. Shalom. Right. Go find it. You know what I'm saying? But in here, you're gonna do what I say, man. And that's just bottom line. There's no discussion about it. Like I said, you can put your input in, but final say so. And you gotta be with that. You see what I'm saying? I'm following what's high. It ain't always the easiest thing to do. You see what I'm saying? It's not always the thing to do. But I know the order of things. But I know what I gotta do. So if I can do it, you can do it. It ain't rocket science, it ain't hard. We all can't do everything that we want to do. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do it. That's not the way it's set up. I told you about the things I like to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I can't do them things no more. Yeah. and be a part of this kingdom.
Right.
I want to rule the kingdom. So if I want to rule the kingdom, the Most High told Yahawashi to tell us this is what we got to do if we want to rule the kingdom. I got to do that. Or I can get my head chopped off and be a bum in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? It's always a yin and yang. All right, let's continue on. Let's go to Ephesians 5:22. Whoever get it, go ahead and read it. Make sure that the brothers got it. No, for sure. 5:22.
Hey, boys, sorry about mine.
Mm-hmm.
If you could just say that last part again,
Well,
as far as what you just said.
about if we want to rule the kingdom,
Right.
there's things we have to do.
Okay. Before you grab Ephesians, I know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Can someone grab Matthew 5:18? Matthew 5:18.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be the scripture that we're going to. Anybody want some of this Bible, by the way? Look at it.
I want to take it home.
I let Satar borrow mine until Saturday.
One job or two, or the least commandment.
These commandments, that's all.
Chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven.
Now, I'm not going to go on all day, but I just want to bring out this precept. The brother pretty much said something that was very heavy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do, you know what I'm saying? He has no
Finish it.
you will be finished. In the Christian church are the ones that teach, well, there's some that teach should, but they don't keep the law. You see what I'm saying? The only law that the so-called pastors keep is tithes. See what I'm saying? Which is YAHANNA in Hebrew.
Right.
But now here's the next part.
Come. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Now, who is that talking about?
Me. It's like
Now, I'll give you a heads up. No, that's all of us, you know what I'm saying? The ones that's coming to class, being diligent, taking this job serious, you know what I mean? Because it's a business. Right. So this U.P.K, you know what I'm saying, it's personal to us. You know what I'm saying? It's just like any business. Let's talk about Amazon, Walmart, Apple, Samsung, whatever. Those are businesses. The U.P.K is a business, and that's us. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're talking about. I just want to bring that up because the brother made a good ass point as far as that. And that's the first thing that popped in my head when he said that this is what we need to do. If we don't do it, this is what's going to happen to us. It goes all the way back to Moses when he wrote about Deuteronomy, the 27th chapter through the 28th chapter, which talks about the blessings and curses. If you don't listen to the Most High, you will be killed. See what I'm saying? You will be enslaved. If you do listen to the Most High, you have blessings. The blessings is pretty much our kingdom at that point. But of course, niggas want to be hard-headed and stiff-necked, don't want to listen to a goddamn thing. So now we're in captivity and we're getting killed like shit animals. See what I'm saying? George Floyd just died. Another brother a young brother, he had to be about maybe 13, 14 years old. He just got killed the same way that George Floyd just got killed. He got killed yesterday.
That's ridiculous.
And I saw it this morning. Go ahead.
Talking about the one that got choked out?
Yes. Someone had their knee on his neck for 10 minutes. He died.
Wow.
He was in the hospital and everything with a whole neck brace and everything, but he died later in the hospital. I saw this morning on Instagram.
It's crazy. Like we going through all of this, and people only solution to this shit is the vote. Make sure you get out of the vote. Make sure you get out of the vote. You know what I'm saying? My mom asked me, "Wow, what's your big problem with voting?" Because voting is you're just begging for equality. I don't want to be equal to these bastards. Right. 400 years of slavery, cutting babies out of stomach, buck breaking, and whipping my people with chains. You know what I'm saying? Equality ain't on my mind. I want America to burn. Right. And I can't wait till after class so I can face the East with my goddamn brothers and pray that America burns. Right. Because that's what needs to happen to this disgusting place. I'm not looking forward to get better. I'm waiting on more of the plagues to come. Right. Because this kingdom has to fall for our kingdom to rise. And that's just the bottom line. I'm not trying to vote for no black man to get in there and try to make it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's disgusting to think like that. It's disgusting. That just shows how beat down you are. You see what I'm saying? If it was the other way around, they wouldn't be looking for equality. You see what I'm saying? They would not be looking for equality at all. We wouldn't be able to join their marches. How they can join our marches.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's disgusting, man. Go ahead, Carl, you had your hand up?
I was gonna say, it don't matter who is the president, the plan is still the same.
They will get one. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. Keep right in front of your wife, in front of everybody on TV. They're not gonna lose no sleep. They ain't gonna bat an eye. They want to make an example out of you. Anyway. They could have killed him anyway. Nah, we gonna waste this nigga riding down the street. on TV. That's what we gonna do. You see what I'm saying? They just let it be a mystery. Ain't nobody even gonna kill him. People still talking about who kills to this day. Come on, man. It's crazy. All right, let's get Ephesians 5:22. Whoever get it, go ahead and make sure the brothers got it. Let's write it off.
Ephesians 5:22. Oh, I can got it. Good.
All right, let's run.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord.
You can take it. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Can you read it again, Baba Shah?
Okay. Wives, submit yourselves unto your husbands, as unto the Lord.
What do you think that means? Go ahead. What do you think that means? Go ahead, read one more time for the brother.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your husbands, as unto the Lord.
I think he's saying commit to your loved one as you would to.
Well, it says submit. So submit, you know what the word, submission means?
Yeah.
What submission mean? Like, how would you explain it?
Like it's kind of like commit, like.
You remember we had the dog, when we had Reese? And you'd be like, Dad, every time you walked up on her and say anything, she would just scrunch down to the ground. That's submission. But that's how to be treated. That's period. That's how to be treated. When I say something, it goes. Ain't nobody gonna question Christ. Don't question me in this household. You see what I'm saying? I need that same respect. Says the Most High. These ain't my words. Says the Most High. That's the respect that you have from a woman. You see what I'm saying? Because you're gonna put your life on the line for that woman. That's your job as a man. Somebody's to come in that house and do anything, you gotta be ready to go. Ain't no talking and no. You gotta go handle business. And if you're willing to do that, that woman needs to submit to you. Period. You see what I'm saying? And if you feel like she don't want to submit to you because she's gonna go mess with other dudes, let her go. Don't ever sacrifice yourself as a man to please no woman. That is super disgusting and soft. And me being your daddy, I wouldn't recommend you do it. I'm going to call you on it in the worst way. In the worst way. Disrespectful as I can. Because it's disgusting, and that's not the men I'm raising. Do we understand each other? Okay, no.
I got a precept.
Let's get it.
Proverbs chapter 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women,
Good night.
nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Good night. There's been men, greater men than us, that everybody in this room, that have failed because of women. Come on, man. Just yesterday. Just yesterday we were talking about that. Greater men than everybody in this room have failed because of a woman. Now you worshiping other gods. You sticking your mans in the back to try to get his woman. You know what I'm saying? Just weirdo stuff, man. For women. Great men in the Bible have done these things. You see what I'm saying? And it's written down so we don't make the same mistakes.
Right.
You got to take heed to these scriptures. These are our records. This ain't no religious book. These are our records. You see what I'm saying? To show you what we did do. You know what I'm saying? The punishments for it and how not to do it and how to get out of these, these curses that we have. And one of our biggest problems as black men is these women. You see what I'm saying? And the oppressor sets it up that way. He gonna make it to where she gonna feel she don't need you. You see what I'm saying? Child support, Section 8, her rent gonna be $17. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get a whole card, food stamps, she getting $400-500 a month. They're gonna make it set it up like she doesn't need you. But if she wants to believe that, shalom. That don't mean that you cower down as a man to try to make her happy to stay in her life. Absolutely not. I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't care how beautiful she is. That is disgusting, and you are not a man if you do that. You got your hand up, by one?
Yeah, I was gonna say like 3 or 4 things. Like,
Oh, wrap it up.
First thing I was gonna say is it's a scripture, I believe it's Isaiah 1:12. I'm gonna double check where it says children are their oppressors. I want to rule over them. See what I'm saying? That's a strong one as far as what you're talking about. Also to my name was Ahab. I'm sure everybody heard the name before, Ahab in the Bible. And everybody knows his famous for his famous who's active. You know what I mean? She was killing the prophets within the 13 years that he was reigning over Israel. He was king over Israel. Then we know about King Solomon. See what I'm saying? These men went off because of women. At one point, David went off because of a woman, and he got her pregnant. And because of it, the baby died. That was the judgment. Go ahead.
It's like then King David set somebody up to be killed so he could get this on.
It was one it's sad because it was one of his men. It was one of his men, and he got him set up to die, and he was trying to force his men to go back home to he was trying to cover his tracks, right? He's trying to say, look, if you go home and sleep with your wife, that baby that's already inside of her, yeah, it's mine, but she's gonna tell you that's yours.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So everything that he tried to plan, it wasn't working out. So he had him purposely killed. And another priest that came to King David and put 2 to 2 together. See what I'm saying? Because of course the Lord saw everything.
Yeah.
He put 2 to 2 together, look, man. He told like a little story, a little parable.
Sure.
And King David got what he was saying. And he was like, fuck, I got caught.
Yeah.
So he's like, look, the Lord's going to give you a judgment. And King David at this point was like, I don't know what the judgment's going to be. Yeah. The judgment was a baby that was inside of that other brother's wife, the baby ended up dying. Yeah. Instead of King David dying, the baby took the sin. He took the punishment. Right. And then that was all for. Go ahead.
It's like if you read, like 200 chapters, and so the end of that book, he was jammed up almost every chapter. His life was bad for about the rest of that time.
Yeah. Now, as much of the prayers that we got, like Psalm 83, Psalm 21, those are prayers to the Most High, and those are songs as well. Right. Not songs, but songs. Yeah, that you sing. You know what I mean? And so, but I can say too, when you talk about the word submissive, right? Also, the Bible says, it's right here. I don't know if you grab the Ephesians 5:22.
Yeah, that's right now.
Yeah.
I'm just reading it right now.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that submissive, or being submissive, what Reggie was talking about, that's obedience.
Absolutely.
That's what it means to be submissive. It means to be obedient. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to say that. But yeah, that was about it.
Can we let's go to let's read 23. We already read 22. Let's keep on to 23. We'll come. We'll go ready.
3. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body.
This is like what I'm saying as far as protection and everything. See what I'm saying? Everything goes hand in hand. Just as Christ is the head of the church, you are the head of that woman. Any means necessary. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. It wasn't no legal in that scripture for any ands and buts. Women's favorite words, and but. No. You see what I'm saying? Cut that out. I don't know how many times I'm talking to a woman, explaining to her something, and then she said, yeah, I understand, but what? But is a contradiction to what the hell I just said. Right. So I don't want to hear no buts. You got your hand up there?
Yeah, come on, I used to say, we gotta be ready to die for and protect our wives. verse 25, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it.
When it's an action, you know, a man telling you to do the right thing is love. A man checking you is love.
That's exactly what it is. Even how you talk about you feel, everybody got feelings. You got a billion feelings, and I can't look at that. I'm gonna go crazy trying to make all your feelings, care about all your feelings. That's not what this is. You see what I'm saying? That's not what, like the brother said, it's an action. You see what I'm saying? It's an action, not what you talk about through your mouth. You know what I'm saying? The feeling, the heart is the most deceiving thing. You know what I'm saying? It is the most deceiving thing. Because the heart is the mind. That's the only thing a demon can really do to attack you is to get in your mind. This ain't the movies where they taking over your body. And, you don't have control. Like, no, this ain't that. They get in your mind, have you thinking things. You know what I'm saying? That's going against what the Most High says you're supposed to do. And then you have a choice to make. Either you do it or you don't. You see what I'm saying? And most people do it because they're weak. You see what I'm saying? Or it feels good. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of sin that feels good. It's easy to sin. But can you man up and forget about your feelings and what feels good to you and do what the Most High says? That should have saved your life. You see what I'm saying? Versus this 30 minutes of pleasure. And now you got HIV for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? You know you weren't supposed to touch this woman. You know what she do for a living. You know how she get out. But she's just so fine. Yeah. Ain't nobody that fine. You get that HIV test back. She ain't gonna look that good the next time you see her. I promise you. She's not gonna look that good. You know you're ready to kill her. But kill yourself. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? You did it. She didn't make you do it. You did it. You see what I'm saying? So hey, that was a great job on everybody with that, with the precepts and everything. Y'all did a hell of a job with that. Let's move on. We're gonna go to Proverbs 31:10.
See, but I'm studying this shit. Okay,
Yeah, they rocking it out, man. This is, you know what I'm saying?
Book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10. I like you got it?
No, I ain't got it.
Does anybody know what the word virtuous means? Webster Dictionary, you can read.
You can also find it in the word, by the way.
You had to hand up Ricardo?
Yeah, it's well, like a woman with many talents.
Many talent skills.
Yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying? She can cook, clean, make fringes on my pants. Me, myself, I have a very virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? I thank the Most High for every day. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
She got to do all that and keep these little
And keep these laws. You see what I'm saying? That's the ground. Yeah, everybody got to do that. If you're an Israelite, these laws, statutes, and commandments come first. Now, if you can do that, plus get everything else done, forget some diamonds, bro. You done found you one. You know what I'm saying? You found you one you need to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? You need to teach that system and hold on to it. Because these women out here don't want to do nothing. They don't want to cook, clean, house looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? The fringes on your pants, they gonna look at you like you crazy. Do what? Put your own fringes on your pants. I ain't cooking nothing. I order something. What? I gotta eat out every day. You know what I'm saying? Like that is amazing. And if you find out to it, if you find it, you need to hold on to it. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of brothers out here with sisters. Past the looks, she ain't talking about too much of nothing. About dumb as a box of rocks, couldn't even read your baby a book. You know what I'm saying? She might even feel like, oh yeah, let me cook. She put that plate in front of you, you're gonna be eating it just to make her happy. Like, it's nasty. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're gonna be enjoying your meal. Go ahead.
That's actually what this came across the scripture the other day.
What's it?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 14. It says, a house and riches are the inheritance of fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord.
Come on, man. Read it again, man. Good night. Good night. Let me read it again.
It says, a house and riches are the inheritance of fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord.
That's from the Lord. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And I know that from the Lord because I told you my first situation. Right. It was from the Lord, all right, but it was not good. It was not good. It was a horrible, horrible situation. But she was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Sex was great. But after that, man, it was a horrible situation. A horrible situation. You see what I'm saying? I gotta fight every day, argue. Nothing I say matters. You know what I'm saying? It was just horrible, man. You had to hit up a car though? That's just how it is. That's why you don't reward. And they'll keep doing it. Next time I say something, I'm like, you ain't gotta do it. You're gonna give us some money anyway. Like, they don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. But if they don't do it and I punish them, they know. All right, hey, the next time you talk, I think you should cut this game off and do what he said. I'm not trying to get punched off. You know what I'm saying? I didn't enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? They mess around and check their brothers. Hey, but you heard what that said. You know what I'm saying? So that is the same thing. So that if you like the scripture says, if you find that comes from the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Because most men, including myself, you go off the beauty of a woman. It's easy to do. She's so I don't care what she do, long as she come home. Good night. Good night. You don't care what she do, as long as she come home. Nah, man, that but beauty in the world. You can keep that. We can work with that. I can go get your toes done, you know. You know what I'm saying? You do some braids, buy you some lip balm. We can work with it. You know what I'm saying? But if you just a disgusting individual who really hates men and hates authority, I don't care what you look like. I want no positive. None. I don't want to be a journal behind this phone talking about my, monster of a rib. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't leave him. He just trying to give me advice on, how to maneuver amongst that monster. But man, I got better things to do on my time. Right. You see what I'm saying? He got better things to do in his time. He try to hit the weight room like me. You know, when I'm talking about no beast on the phone. Because I laid down with a beast because she looked good. It's ridiculous. Go ahead.
Y.A.H.K, don't want to be a Jeremiah story.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Don't want to be a Jeremiah story. It's not going to be like it's not going to be good.
You might not say your name. You going to know you talk about it. You going to know you talk about it.
Unless it's something good.
All right, yeah, that's good.
But a Jeremiah story is something that's bad.
Absolutely. Because he's trying to, he's for correction. You know what I'm saying? This is about the bottom line. Look here.
I got a picture about the woman looking good and being.
Where go, man? Let's get it, man.
Yeah, it's a Proverbs chapter 11.
Good, nice.
Chapter 11, verse 22. It says, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is which is without discretion.
In a swine's snout.
Proverbs 11 to 22.
Good. Nice. Well, that was powerful right there. You see what I'm saying? Look good, but you were just a beast. Yeah. Who's gonna bring you no peace, nothing but problems. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, and you need to stay away from it. Yeah. It's fine that she look good, but take your time with that system. Really see where her head is at. Take her on a few dates. You know what I'm saying? And figure out what, because you're in U.P.K. You pull your rod out. It's tight. Yeah, it's tight. We're gonna make sure you stay with it. Right. Like you leave it in option. We're gonna make sure that you stay with him. You see what I'm saying? Unless she goes and lays down with another man, sure, we gotta look. Right. But other than that, that monster belongs to you. The house or whatever your name is. You see what I'm saying? All right, so that was like the basis of my women scriptures. We're gonna get into some other ones. Let's go to Proverbs 23:7. You got Lily.
27?
Yeah, 23 and 27.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 27. All like you got it?
Mm-hmm.
For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit.
Come on, man. Can anybody break that down?
I mean, I can give you like a. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm thinking about the physical thing, like a whore, she done been with multiple rides. So, that thing is pretty deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I kind of did a little
Let's just say like you fall into a ditch, right? Yeah. If you fall into a ditch, 9 times out of 10 you don't have a way out. Right. You see what I'm saying? And in the U.P.K, if you fall into a ditch, there is no way out unless you lay with another man. Right. You will be in that ditch. You see what I'm saying? And whether you're claustrophobic or not, you don't want to be in no narrow space where you can't move. That's just uncomfortable. Even if you don't panic, you're not comfortable. Right. It's a bad situation. You see what I'm saying? And if you just laying down with these women out in the world, you're gonna be in that situation. You're gonna be in a deep ditch. You know what I'm saying? Because you do got feelings too. You gonna lay down with that monster, you gonna fall in love. Right. She gonna put it on you. You gonna be in love. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be up crying all night. And she wanna come home. Going out with her friends, listening to The Weeknd and Drake. You know what I'm saying? You jammed up. You got your liquor. You jammed up. The homie trying to kick with you like, no, man, I'm gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You'll be jammed up, man. Worried about this woman. You see what I'm saying? And it'd be like that. She's out there. She's out there. My son talking about, oh, a sin. She's out there, son. You better stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, a brother kept saying multiple a lot of times. I was gonna say it's multiple. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's physical and spiritual. Absolutely. But by card speaking, it reminded me of something that Paul said. Where are we at right now?
Proverbs.
All right, so I got a scripture right here, precept. 1 Corinthians 10:13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. For God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape that you may be able to bear it. Absolutely. Meaning that it's always a escape, an exit, as far as any the main every time someone quotes scripture, they always use a woman as an example. You know what I mean? Because you can be sitting with a man's wife, and that nigga can blow your head off. But instead of you losing your life and getting beat up or getting killed, you decline the call. You decline the offer of her trying to invite you over to the house to get something. See what I'm saying? Sometimes have you seen niggas like, not live, but it was a video that me talk about a lot.
Oh, that was a lot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
running up on the closet.
Yo, the nigga was in the closet.
Baby, that showed up.
And dude came in like, why you dressed like this? Why you got on this lingerie and blah, blah, blah. Ain't nobody here, ain't nobody here. What you talking about? Like, nah, you know, I smell somebody here, somebody else is here. Like, why you dressed like this? You dressed like this for me. And then dude got he got the running out the closet and shit. Dude chased the.
He wasn't chasing for no conversation.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
And all they got away to do was so it can happen. You see what I'm saying? You gotta watch the company that you keep when it comes to these movies.
That's right.
They have you jammed up. Let's get verse 28. Oh, go ahead, Carl.
28 is pretty good too.
Yeah, I said let's get 28.
She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increases.
Waiting on you like pray. You see what I'm saying? And then you get this woman and she's just gonna build, what they say, transgression, she's just gonna build your sorrow. That's all you got coming from this woman. It's sorrow. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
She'll have you sinning because she already gonna have a husband. Absolutely. But she ain't gonna tell you.
Absolutely.
You know, she gonna have you come over there and commit adultery, you know, and you didn't even know it.
It's great. You know what I'm saying? But that's the world we live in, you know what I'm saying, with these wicked women. You know what I'm saying? They use that as like revenge too for a man. You see what I'm saying? You know, oh, he's not doing this and he ain't doing that. I don't like the way he's doing this, so I'm gonna go sleep with this brother. Or these brothers. You see what I'm saying? And then they have you jammed up, all of your feelings. If that ever happens to you, I pray it don't, but just leave that woman alone. Take that as a blessing from the Most High. That she did that, you found out about it, and get as far away as possible. You see what I'm saying? You need to get far away as possible. You got children, raise the children. But you get away from that woman. And stay away. Because she's going to try to suck you back in. You can believe it's that.
Literally.
Oh, just because you left, don't think that she ain't done with you yet. She's gonna try to get you. All right, let's get Ecclesiastic cuss. Let's get 25 and 13.
25. You said 13?
Mm-hmm.
Book of Ecclesiastes, cousin of Apocrypha, chapter 25, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can done. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of women.
Good. Nice. Give me coronavirus. Just keep that wicked woman away from me. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna bring pain to you like a woman. She's going to bring it in the worst way possible. Everything that she do, she's gonna go too far. You see what I'm saying? She's gonna go too far. And it's gonna be ridiculous. And you're gonna be looking like, man, why you did that, but why you do all of that? And what's crazy is she's going to feel justified for doing it. You ask her why she did it, she's gonna have a reason why she just turned into a disgusting whore, and she's gonna feel justified about it. She's gonna look at your face and say, "Yeah, I did that because you did this." You're gonna be like, "What?" Like, damn. Like, so that was like a well thought out play you had going on. Yeah, it was. It wasn't by mistake. It was not by mistake. She's gonna have you jammed up. Go ahead and read it again.
I won't come. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman.
Go ahead, Cardinal.
I got a precept about what you were just talking about how she trying to justify her.
Oh, let's rock it out.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 19.
Good night. I had that right over here.
Oh,
we was going like, hey, hold on. Read 16 and then read 19.
I'd rather dwell with the lion and a dragon, keep house with the wicked woman.
Good. Let me go away with the beast that might murder me in my sleep. I'd rather do that, take my chances with this lion and these dragons. You know what I'm saying? Than to be in my home with this wicked woman. There's almost nothing worse, man. If you read these scriptures, there's almost nothing worse than to be in a house with a wicked woman who don't respect you, who hate your guts, hate your kids because they look like you. See what I'm saying? It can get a little bad for you, man. Like I was telling y'all earlier, mightier men than everybody in this room have failed because of me. You know what I'm saying? They have you jammed up. King David put his best men on the front lines for a woman. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy when y'all brought up that story. The reason why it didn't work is because the brother he was trying to jam up was just such a soldier. He told him, go home with your wife. He said, man, I'm going home like everybody else going home. Right. How am I going to go home and lay with my wife? My brother's out here sleeping in the dirt and tents. No, I'm staying with my brother. He was just such a solid nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why he didn't get jammed up. Because he was that solid. How you gonna tell me to go home with my wife and my brother's out here in the middle of a war? I'll go home and everybody else go home. They were like, damn, man, that didn't work. He was too really big for that to work. What I gotta do? Then put the brother on the front line and jam him up over a woman. You see what I'm saying? Man, it's crazy. Go ahead and get 19, Robert Kashan.
Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Amen. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Amen. You see what I'm saying? Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Let her get everything that she's dishing out. Let it come back to her. Go ahead and read it again from the top.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
Some wickedness.
All wickedness.
All wickedness, man. Is but little. That means it can't even come close to what this woman is going to bring into your life. The pain and suffering that she's going to bring in a short matter of time. You ever heard it get hit like a ton of bricks? You're gonna be living that every day. that you wake up, she's gonna have more problems with you because you don't want to listen to the Most High, and you want to go off your lust, off the way this woman look. And like I said, there's always a way out. So that means you ignored all the warning signs. The Most High gave you the warning signs. The first phone call when she got to talking to you crazy, you ignored it. You was talking about, oh, shorty found out, just come over. Come smoke this weed, relax. You just trying to get the cat, thinking what you ride. That how you jammed up in the worst situation. It's easy to call somebody a simp. There's a woman out there that can make you a simp. She's alive. She's breathing. And if you're not strong enough, if you not got your boots and your headband on, you know what I'm saying? And you're in this I.S.U.P.K, she's gonna drag you through the mud. And it's gonna be horrible, man. It's happening every day. It's happening every day. Most gang wars and beef is over women. People just don't want to admit it. 90% of the time it's over women. You see what I'm saying? You riding down the street with Uzis and Glocks because your woman that went and jumped in the bed with somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Now you ready to risk it all over a whore who don't need to be kept. If that's what she's doing, let her go. Let her go, man. There's somebody better out there. It might be hard to see in hindsight, but you gotta trust in the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop focusing on these women. Follow these law, statutes, and commandments, and let the Lord send you a woman. You see what I'm saying? That rubies and golds, you can't find that yourself. You gotta let the Lord send it your way. And then once you got it, then you just hold on to it. You see what I'm saying? But don't get jammed up thinking what you're right. We gotta take these records and learn from them. We gotta learn from King David, King Solomon. You see what I'm saying? These great men before us that failed. We gotta it's all learn from them. You see what I'm saying? You be a dummy to ignore everything that's going on and try to figure it out yourself. Why would you do that? When you can just read these wise men and see what they did and learn from their mistakes. You see what I'm saying? That you're a smarter person if you do that. But hey, some people just gotta learn. I was like that, man. I had to learn. My parents said me that all the time and told me. And I was like, yeah, I couldn't wait till they shut up. And I was jammed up. Sitting in my room talking about, damn, I should have listened. That's exactly what he said was gonna happen. And it happened. Yeah. Just like that. When you read these scriptures, man, take the warning. You see what I'm saying? It's not written down for no reason. Go ahead.
I got a precept for like evil wife.
Rock it up. Let's get it.
That's Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 7.
Yep. Hey, if you haven't, it'll help you out. I found that out today. I'm about to read the whole thing. Believe that.
I got the whole chapter highlighted.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to read the whole. I'm studying today. I said, hey, I'm about to read this right here.
But it says, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that has hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. Ball and chain.
Like a ball and chain. Yeah. A scorpion. If you got a hold of a scorpion, tagging and keep tagging. That's till it gonna stop. It's just gonna keep. She's not gonna. The kids too, man. I hate to hear her brother. I'm like, bro, why you still messing with her, man? She got my daughter, she got my son. That ain't, bro. Shalom. Listen, look at him. We can raise your kids. You can raise your kids without being with that scorpion and keep like a tag. Just stripping the manhood away from you for your child. Yeah, that's nothing you should want your child to see. Yeah. You shouldn't even want your child to see you in that state. Nah, man. I got to get away from you. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Go ahead.
That goes with that scripture. Those who seek to save their life shall lose it.
Absolutely. That is heavy with that brother. Just, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you want to do that instead of live for the Lord, you're gonna run into all type of people. Right. And the worst, as we read about, is these women. Right. That's the worst thing you're gonna run into. You know what I'm saying? All this child support, different niggas she's messing with. I mean, that's just the worst thing in the world, man. For you to be out working for a woman and come home and she got a whole man in your bed. Good night. I mean, that is just the thought of that is insane. That is insane.
It's like, I've got some case.
Huh?
We got some case.
Look, he said, I'm catching the case.
Like, it's crazy because it's so human nature that even the damn oppressor got the law saying if you walked in on that and you blew somebody's head off, you're not even going to jail. They're like, nah, we understand.
They call it crime of passion.
Right.
Like, what else was you? What are your options at that point? You didn't walk in and your woman got it in your bed where you lay your head. Come on, man. What option do I have at this point? It's over. Go ahead.
You seen that movie, Adulterers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that was a wild scene right there.
I was like,
He didn't have to shoot. He didn't have to shoot.
Crazy.
He had a gun smashing him because he had to shoot me. Yeah, you can't do that right. That ain't about to happen right here like this. Go ahead.
He stood there, though.
Yeah, that's what
He stood there. He made him do something.
Oh,
I'm gonna let you watch.
yeah, go find it, bro. All right, because somebody grabbed that Ecclesiastes 25 and let's get 21. Then you gotta make sure everybody else got this read.
Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
All I can get. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Read it again.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Simple. All you worry about is how she look. You on Instagram, who's
Right.
You're stumbling, man. You're stumbling. You're gonna be jammed up. My son always talking about that. She fine. You gotta tell my son, child support. She look fine to you, they're like child support to me. That's what she looks. That's what she looks like, son. She looks like child support. That's all you got coming from that.
Right.
Talking about it, she fine. Yeah. It's to another level, man. It's to I prayed that I did not have daughters. I got 2 of them now. I prayed. You know what I'm saying? I had to pray for Kanaka because I'm not mentally stable to handle this shit. And so I'm just following these thoughts that you give evidence and hopefully the most high spirit. Yeah, I'm not gonna think that I'm better than the next man or the next father. How I'm gonna be better? Following these thoughts that you command. Right. And I'm gonna let the Lord handle it. Because they're gonna have you jammed up. Even your daughters gonna have you jammed up with the shame that they bring to you. You see what I'm saying? I heard Muhammad say something the other day. General Muhammad was saying, imagine your daughter turned into the horror that you like to go watch. I would never step. I was already not going to more strip clubs, but him saying that was just like, what? Man? That hit home like that. Come on, man. Imagine your daughter turning into the whore that you like. That is insane, man. But 90% of the time, that's what's going to happen. You looking at somebody else's daughter, you explain somebody else's daughter. Yeah, all right. It's all fun and game until it's your daughter sliding down that pole on the headstand. See what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, it ain't funny no more. Nah. Throw them $1 bills. This is what you like. You see what I'm saying? But it ain't good enough for your daughter, but you're going to encourage somebody else's daughter to do it? Come on, man. Don't be disgusting. If you don't want it done to you, don't do it to nobody else. You see what I'm saying? I never understood that with, I know it's kind of off subject, but with black women and gay men. My mom has gay friends, you know? Or, yeah, like gay friends, whatever she want to call them. But I'm like, Mom, I know how you feel if one of your sons was gay. So why would you, you know what I'm saying, let another woman's child think that that's okay? You know what I'm saying? Or you make them think that that's okay? Or you encourage it? Or you know what I'm saying? Would you let me sit in front of you and do that? So why would you let this woman's child do that in front of you? That's bogus, man. That's bogus. You shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, if it was your son, how would you feel? And that's how sometimes you have to think of things. Yeah. Because it can be you, man. You can't think that you're better than the next person or this can't happen to me. That's living a life of a fool. Right. If you think like that, you're living a life of a fool. You got a rude awakening coming. Yeah, right. You have a rude awakening coming. It can always be you. If it's not you, thank the Most High. Right. But don't give yourself the credit. Don't be that cocky. you're gonna be jammed up in the worst way. He's gonna jam you up worse than the situation that you was just okaying. You see what I'm saying? You talking about a stripper, your daughter's gonna be a prostitute. Right. She's gonna be walking the strip. There's nothing you can do to stop her. She'll be making videos. It's gonna be ugly. You're gonna purposely stay off porn sites, off the fear of what you might see. You see what I'm saying? Don't get jammed up like that, man. Thinking that you're better than the next person, or you're a better father, or you're a better man, or you got it together. He just didn't. Nah, don't think that. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to tempt the Most High in anything, right? Your brothers and your sisters. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to no strip club to look at no man's daughter coming out. I wouldn't want nobody to hit the strip and pick up my daughter for no $100. I'm not hitting the strip with nobody else for no money. You see what I'm saying? Don't tempt the Lord, or you're gonna be jammed up. And that's my time. So with that, let's go ahead and clap it up. Pay your tithes, man. Please pay your tithes. This is to build this nation. Until YAHANNA comes back, we got to build this nation up. We're doing food drives, clothing drives. You ain't got to do nothing. Go to I.S.U.P.K.com to pay your tithes. You go to cash at money sign I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis to pay your, what is it?
Minnesota.
U.P.K Minnesota. So like money sign U.P.K Minnesota to pay your tithes to Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you want to give donations, we do that too. You know what I'm saying? You give me donations. You're doing food drives and all types of things all over this country, all over outside the country. This is what we do. We build this nation. We're not about buying cars and houses. That's not what we're doing with the tithes money. And this is not the Christian church. All right. You see what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in. And then until next time, man, I'm Kanaga Bartis, the I.S.U.P.K Commander General YAHANNA. And with that, I'm going to pass over to the Kaya and Makar. Or you gonna call the Kaya and Makar. Oh, the Kaya myself, so I can. All right.
Can I read the announcement? Can I read the announcement?
Yeah.
Where the I.S.U.P.K started, 1 West 125th Street, New York. Room for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from their heads to marry. Time the commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 6. Every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, gives it to the priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever. September 17th.
There you go.
Sunday.
Got it. Yep. That's mine. Go ahead.
If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, blue shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to face the east and get into the Lord's Prayer.
That's right.
Abanaw, Shabbat Shabbat, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Zakah, Hayah, Aisha, Baradazah, Kawah, Hayah, Mashamaya, Nathaniel, Call,
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim Yahushua.
Rock it out.
Lock it out.
Yashalim.
Yashalim.
Wahabayat.
Wahabayat.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
All the sisters, I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis.
All the sisters, I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis.
Kodasayan.
Kodasayan.
Sariyal.
Sadariyal.
Kabad Tabak.
Kabad Tabak. Kabad Tabak.
Manny.
Mandy.
Alicia.
Alicia.
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Tyler.
Tyler.
KJ.
KJ.
Kamaya.
Kamaya.
Paisley.
Paisley.
Keon.
Keon.
Portia.
Portia.
Tata.
Tata.
Tate.
Tay. Dawala. Dawala. Dawala.
Karagan.
Karagan.
Beatrice.
Beatrice. Kodasayan.
Pawaka.
Pawaka.
Kumar.
Tamar.
Zion.
Zion.
China Lee.
China Lee.
Marshall.
Marshall.
Marshall Senior.
Marshall Senior.
Reggie.
Reggie.
Keon. That's right. Keon.
Keon.
Tavian.
Tavian.
Huh? Tavian. I'm sorry. It's like I forget it. It's like Tavian.
Tavian.
It's like Paulette.
Paulette.
Paul.
Paul.
Des.
Des.
Ari.
Ari.
Devin.
Devin.
Mariah.
Mariah.
Kunayala.
Kunayala.
Nakaya.
Nakaya.
Nakai.
Nakai.
Cigar Aria.
Cigar Aria.
Sadar.
Sadar.
Azari.
Azari.
Amon Gabar.
Amon Gabar.
Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Carnell.
Carnell.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us in Israel.
Bless us in Israel.
In the school.
In the school.
Bless He'll should protect.
Bless us and she'll protect.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Oh, bless He'll should protect.
Bless us and she'll protect.
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, the U.P.K. power structure.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K. power structure. Bless are you, Yahweh.
Bless us, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
To evils and curses.
To evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
That prophets.
That prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The priests.
The priests.
The princes.
The princes.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
In the school.
To evils and curses.
To the evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of
And
Israel.
refuse to give to the school.
And refuse to give to the school.
Force thy riches.
Force thy riches.
Into thy sanctuary.
To thy sanctuary.
To evils and curses.
To the evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
The nation.
And the drug dealer.
The drug dealer.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Analog synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Eschatology.
Eschatology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Father Kamataza.
Father Kamataza.
The gay movement.
Gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army. Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
The airways.
The airways.
The cable access channel.
The cable access
The
channel.
radio channel.
The radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of thy people.
Of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
Bring swift destruction.
To all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Try to stop us.
Try to stop us.
Broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Throughout the earth and consume them.
Throughout the earth and consume them.
Let the plague shake the house.
Let the plague shake the house.
Of the thief.
Of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
Let Yahushua.
Let Yahushua.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Down with the flying saucers.
And punish all the heathen.
Punish all the heathen.
They come up against us.
They come up against us.
As we speak that word.
As we speak that word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
That is the angels that have done it. And cause it to be spread throughout the world, throughout the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at that company. In the name of I.S.U.P.K. Thank you always. So be it. All right. Israel,
That's right.
courtesy salute.
Go ahead and say it.
All right, good.
That's right.
All right, man, Israel, want to give a courtesy salute. My Shabbat, Michael, Rock,
Top, class dismissed.
You got white shoes on, guys? He's like that one day. Where have you
No, I said, what the hell was that? That was gay.
Yeah, I need to go.
Hey man, you can take it.